As long as it's been around, people have been trying to get rid of it. But now there's a new procedure that doctors say lasts for several years. So no, you don't have to live with your cellulite forever. Milagros Navarrete is working on her English, and she's working on something else too, something that's understood in every language, cellulite. You were embarrassed before?
Yes, oh yeah.
Very?
Very much.
Like many people, Milagros tried everything to get rid of those dimples. Every product, every treatment, promising smooth thighs, the wraps, the creams, and the gym. You tried exercise?
I tried for 6 years. And
nothing worked?
Not really worked.
So she turned to Dr. Nathan Newman.
Hello, how are you?
He's one of a very few cosmetic surgeons in the country performing a new procedure to get rid of cellulite. He says it's caused by thick collagen bands under the skin.
And the fat bulges in between these bands are attacking down the skin, and it appears that we have cellulite.
Dr. Newman uses the same instruments as what's used in liposuction.
We've formulated a mechanism where we can go in and release these bands without causing a lot of trauma to the other tissues.
He also reassures his patients their cellulite has nothing to do with their size. Lose weight and cellulite goes away. Is that true?
No, absolutely not. The thinnest people, even models, have cellulite. Why? Because these bands come through and they attach to the skin. We're not very sure why it happens. It can be trauma, it can be genetic, it can be just luck.
Bad luck, depending on just how much is on your thighs. Dr. Newman's procedure to remove it takes 1 to 2 hours, all under local anesthesia. Here's a look at Milagros' thigh and buttocks area before the procedure. And here's a look afterwards. How do you feel now when you look in the mirror?
Well, very happy.
So you feel good at the beach now?
Yeah, I'm ready for the summer.
If you'd like to know more about this procedure, you can reach Dr. Newman at area code 310-273-3344. The effects last about 5 years, longer if you work to stay in shape. It costs roughly $1,500 to $2,600 depending on the size of the area. And now there is some slight swelling for a week or so, then you're ready for the beach. So he actually just breaks up the bands that create the cellulite, the appearance of cellulite. So that's really getting to the root of the problem. And the results are pretty amazing.
He said some of the causes actually trauma?
Some causes can be trauma. There are a number of different theories, and unfortunately there's no one right thing. No doctor can tell you this is exactly what causes cellulite. The one thing they do know is that women tend to get it much more than men because we have more body fat. But the reasons why, any number of reasons. Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
thank you,
thanks.
Crow's feet, laugh lines are typical signs of aging. For many years now, collagen has offered a temporary solution. But now there's a new choice that lasts much longer and gives patients a reason to smile. Ashley Nelson feels her age, 24, but doesn't think she looks it.
I don't like it. It makes me feel older than I am, and I'm not very old, so.
Ashley's talking about the laugh lines above her mouth. She says she inherited them from her mother and uses makeup to cover them up.
Probably 2 years ago, I noticed that the lines appeared more.
Now she's doing something about it with what's called lipo-rejuvenation.
It diminishes the deepness of the line, so it's not as apparent. And it's amazing how little you need to do in order to get that change.
It's performed by Dr. Nathan Newman. Ashley is one of his younger patients, but he says as women get older, they may notice those lines only get deeper.
We get this hollowness in our face, and our hands start to look bony and old, and we basically get that appearance because we're losing the fat in those areas.
It's basically the recycling of the patient's own fat.
The fat basically can be taken from any part of the body. There's not a lot of fat that's needed. Usually I like to take it from the stomach.
Fat from Ashley's stomach is cleaned, then simply injected into her laugh lines. It takes only about 30 minutes, and she's under local anesthesia, so she doesn't feel a thing. The results, the fat remains for about 2 years.
However, what goes away gets replaced by collagen fibers, and the collagen is permanent and it also gives you bulk. So it reduces the lines.
Here's another look at Ashley before the procedure, and here's how she looks now. You can see the fullness around the mouth, and Ashley likes what she sees.
I like it. It's very different. I didn't know how it was going to look, and you definitely can see a difference. I'm happy.
Okay, she's happy. If you'd like to reach Dr. Newman, his number is area code 310-273-3344. The procedure can also be done under the eyes and on the hands. There's no scarring and no risk of infection since it's your own body fat. The cost, about $850. She's beautiful to start with, and
Sure.
they bothered her, and I guess that's what this is all about, individual choices of what you're not happy
I'm not
with.
going to stop laughing.
Don't, Jerry. Okay.